tears rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Hey, namaste, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing this absolute epic meditation by the Beatles, Across the Universe. Definitely Lennon in one of his more, the words are just fantastic. They're just so good. So this one, it's got a nice little guitar line at the beginning, which is really good to learn. Just that intro is a lot of fun. Moving forwards, moving into being an intermediate guitarist. Then I've got some bar chords coming up, nice simple rhythm pattern. Anyway, I'll break it all down for you and teach you how to do it. So there is tab to this song. It's just popped up on the screen right now. You can grab it there from the student area. Also, there's a link underneath the video if you're not a member so that you can join up and get started. It's completely free. Just takes a name and email address. So let's look at the intro of this. So we're doing this. Without the buzzing on the A there, Drew. So the intro, let's look at that first little part. It's very, very pretty, really nice and fun to play. So if you know your D chord really well, that's a good basis for what we need at the beginning. So that is fret 2 on the G string and fret 2 on the E string. Now, the one thing I'd like you to do though with this, and it will feel a little unnatural, is I'd like you to swap these fingers over. So you're going to be putting your middle finger on fret 2 on the G string and your index finger on fret 2 on the thinnest string. You're going to pull those two strings, then your thumb's going to play the D string. And you might be thinking, Drew, why are you messing up my fingers? Well, the reason is when we move to the next shape, high up here, it's much easier to make that movement, setting up your fingers that way, than it would be if you did this and then had to do that. Because ultimately what we need to do is after we've done the pinch of the twos, and after we've done the open D string with the thumb, we need to slide it. Can you hear that? So that's what we're looking for really to make it sound authentic. Now on this hand it's all finger style, so index and ring finger are playing the G and the E string, Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie, or string 4 and 6 if you prefer. So they're pinching that, pulling those two together, then playing the D, then sliding up to 11 and 10, all on the same strings. 11 and 10, then play the D string again. Oops. Do that again. Good. So from there, you move down 2 frets to 9. You've got a white dot marker there, and bring the ring finger on the thinnest string on fret 9 and pinch that. So you've got a slightly different shape using the middle fingers of your hand, pinching those strings, and then moving that down to 7, so just down 2 frets to your next marker, and then moving your middle down to 6 and your index down to 5, and then pinky on 7 on the B string. Okay, so a little recap. We've got 2s, open D string, 10 and 11, open D string, 9, 7, move middle down 1 fret to 6, index on 5 on the thinnest, and then pinky kind of naturally sits on 7 on the B string. One more time. Okay, Okay, so take the speed as you go. Then into a bar chord. So we're going to press down all 6 strings with the index finger nice and close to this marker here on fret 2, and then our ring finger is going to be on fret 4, and our pinky finger is also going to be on fret 4 on the A and the D string, or string 2 and 3. Now, what makes this a little different though is the pinky finger is going to be lifted up. So if you know F sharp minor and you've done it before, that's great, so you can go to it quickly. But just lift up the pinky finger and you're going to strum and put the pinky finger down on fret 4 on the G string. And you're going to do that twice. So you're going to go, 4 times. So you're going to go pinky up, pinky down, pinky up, pinky down, pinky up, pinky down, pinky up, pinky down. And it's to get that dun, 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 dun sound that you hear within the strum. It's really nice, isn't it? Then you're going to do the same principle, but with an A as the main chord. Now this A wouldn't be what you've learned as a beginner, it's as a bar chord, this A. So we're going to press down the D, the G and the B string. Doesn't matter if the bottom string's muted, but we do want those to sound nice. So press hard. You can see my index finger slightly angled towards my face. I'm not doing it straight, and it means that I can get to the higher frets easier that way. And we're going to do the same principle here, where we're holding down the 4 on the G string. Now with my strum, I'm strumming the A, D and G string. So I'm lifting up, putting down, lifting up, putting down, lifting up, putting down, lifting up, putting down. Now you could use your pinky if you want, but I suggest using your ring for strength. So we've got F sharp minor, and then the vocals start, and then we're into kind of a little bit more sort of traditional kind of what you do with sing and strum. So lovely intro. Really worth spending some time just nailing that intro, getting it sounding great, because it's a great introduction to the song. Then into chords. Now, the D chord, this is subjective, depends what you find easy. You probably know how to jump to D nice and simple with these fingers, because you've been playing a bit longer. But I'm going to test you a little bit and say that because we're going D to B minor in this song, you might want to try D by barring the bottom 3 strings and putting your middle finger down on fret 3 on the B. This still gives you a D chord, just the same as this. It's just that we're doing it as a bar chord. Now, why make it so difficult, I hear you ask, Drue? Because we're going from D to B minor, this is a much smaller motion than going from D to then, so, bringing the thumb up here and then going to that. Either will work if you've been playing guitar a little while. If you're still on your journey, then do try D this way, because it's great. So, strumming. Downbeat 8th strums. What does that sound like? Well, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 8 strums per chord. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and my mistake, they are half bars. So it's half bar. So we're doing 4 strums per chord. So 1 and 2 and, then to B minor, 3 and 4 and. Okay? So D, 2, 3, 4, B minor, 2, 3, 4. If you don't know how to do the B minor, it's a bar chord on the bottom, on the 2nd fret, on the bottom 5 strings preferably. Doesn't matter if you hold down that string, but you don't really need to. Middle finger on fret 3 on the B string, ring and pinky on fret 4 on the D and the G string. So, D are flowing, B minor to F sharp minor, F sharp minor. So the F sharp minor is 8 strums. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you could, optionally, do what we were doing in the intro with the pinky. I don't choose to when I'm doing vocal personally, but you could. Okay, it's definitely there. So to recap, D, B minor, F sharp minor. We've then got an E minor 7. So if you make an E minor with index and middle finger on fret 2 on the A string and the D string, and pinky or ring, whatever you find more comfortable, on fret 3 on the B string. And this is another 8 strums. They slither, da, 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 slither. then to an A as your bar chord like we were playing earlier. Now with this A we're going to do 4 strums like this, so strumming the A, D, G and B string. Doesn't matter, if we hit that bottom string it's fine, but what I suggest you do with your bar is it's not a pure bar where we're pressing all the way down. We're going to slightly mute that bottom string, so we've got, and that's muted. 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then middle finger or ring on fret 3 on the thinnest string to give us an A7, kind of an alternative A7 to what the beginner would learn. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when we make this chord, of course we do have to strum all the way down the strings, but that's the difference in the sound there. So we've got A, 3, 4, A7. Okay? So let's recap that, starting from where the singing starts. D for 4 strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. B minor for 4 strums. Sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E minor 7, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly as they go. A and A7. Okay, from there we repeat the main chord progression. So we're going to go to a D. Once again, another useful there to go to the D like this rather than like this is from this A7. We're just moving down and moving the index finger up. D of sorrow, B minor of joy is F sharp minor, open 9, E minor 7. So just 4 E minor 7s, 1 and 2, and then to a G minor. Now the G minor is fret 3 with a bar chord, nice and close to the marker, and ring and pinky finger on fret 5 on the A and the D string. This is an F sharp minor that we learned earlier. We're just transposing that one step up the musical alphabet. F sharp goes to G. Now keeping it simple here, it's just 8 strums for the Caressing Me G minor part. So we've got possessing and caressing me. What I might start to do with the rhythm there, and this is optional, is go 1 and 2 and 3 and just start to introduce some up strums. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Okay? Just to start to kind of create a little more interest there. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. So you can try putting that in. Then into the chorus. So D, once again, because we've done it's been very bar chord heavy, my D would now go to a regular D for this particular part. D, 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 D. Okay, so the rhythm pattern. For this, I'm going down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So basically, down, 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 up 4 times for the D. Down, 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 D, D. A7 suspended 4th. Now this chord, let's say the more beginner's way of doing it is from the D, you just leave the ring finger where it is and put the index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. And for this, I also like to play it this way. So if we make our traditional A7, so fret 2 on the D string and the B string, and this time, this is something that does happen within the song. So you can make the A7 this way, and we're doing that like we had with, okay, with the intro. With this particular chord, we can go, so making your A7, the ring finger is on fret 3 on the B string, cancelling out this finger, but only momentarily. So we're going lift up, put down, lift up, put down, lift up, put down, lift up, put down. So let me take you through that where it sits within the song. So we've got D, 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 A7, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's 8 down strums this time. Lifting up, putting down with that same theme over that. And then into A is gonna change my world. Now from here, you can do the A as the bar chord. So 1, 2, down. Now there is 2 passes of the rhythm pattern there, so that's down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then with middle finger down for an A7, the same amount. So that's A is gonna change my A7. Then G is G, D. So 2 Gs followed by 2 Ds. The G, 2nd fret on the A string, with the index finger, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the thicker string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the thinner string. And once again, 2 rhythm patterns. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Then D for 2. Then back to A as the bar. Down, 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 then A7, 2. Down, down. And then G, down, 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 D. Okay, good. So from there isn't really much more that you need to know. We go from this back into D. Now, if you're doing a D this way, you're not going to change to this to do the verse Ds. You are just going to do that big change. But once again, I still think that's very valid, that point I've made about D as a bar into the B minor. And then verse 2 just is a straight repeat of verse 1. So D, D. Once again with the down strums. Images of B minor and F sharp minor, F sharp minor, minor 7, E minor 7. A bar and A7, D and D and B minor and F sharp minor, F7. They hummed as they went way across the universe. So I really, really hope you've enjoyed that. It's then just a repeat of the chorus and another verse that's exactly the same. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Keep on playing and see you soon.